Welcome back to another edition of the Disney Dish podcast with Jim Hill. It's me, Len Testa, and this is a quick update for Monday, June 22nd, 2020. It's another Schmurz Day. On the show today, Jim and I talk about the new Disney park reservation systems. Let's bring in the man who asks, how many cookies is an acceptable number to eat in one sitting? It's Mr. Jim Hill. Jim, how's it going?
It's handful, Len. I've always been challenged by the handful, and it's just, especially when you can get those Mickey gloves on and you can basically clear out an entire cookie jar.
A handful is whatever you can carry in your hands, right?
That's right.
So if you have a box that you can carry in your hands.
I was thinking more of a forklift or, one of those handy carts. But anyway, you were saying.
All right, Jim. So the big news today, June 22nd, is that Disney's park reservation system went live today around 8 a.m. And I say it went live in the same way that New Coke went live or that the Hindenburg went live in New Jersey. And that is that it launched sort of. And let me say this. I know Disney's IT group is under a lot of pressure to make the system work and everything. There are challenges that they faced that management put it in their way that maybe in retrospect was not a great idea. For example, Jim, Disney said that if you had a park reservation and if you had a hotel reservation and a ticket anytime between now and September of 2021, you could make a park reservation today, and they encouraged you to do it. In retrospect, that's something like 40 million people. Maybe 50 million people who potentially have reservations over the next 15 months we're all hitting the system at the same time. If not 40 or 50 million, many tens of millions. Probably not the best idea to have 15 months worth of reservationists hitting the system at once.
This kind of explains the worst case scenario I saw on Twitter about an hour ago where somebody described they had a 9-day hotel stay and a 12-day hotel stay booked with an annual pass. And first morning glitch, system was capping this poor person out with just 3 days of park reservation.
3 days of parks, yeah.
Yeah, and it took her 39 calls to get through the help number.
That's actually not the worst number that I think 48 is the worst number that I've seen for phone calls. The phone system was so deluged at Disney that it actually went to a fast busy at one point. It wouldn't even ring. It would hang up. And the system is still glitching. I'm still waiting to log in on one screen now, and it's still it doesn't let me log in. So it's still a mess, but be patient. I think they're trying to figure it out. Here's one tip that has worked for us. If you make a dining reservation and you go through the process of completing the dining reservation, that seems to log you into My Disney Experience to the point where you can then make a park reservation. Otherwise, if you try and make a park reservation by just logging into MDE, you get stuck on the login screen and you sit there. I'm like I am right now, 4 hours after I began this process.
But on the other hand, aren't you enjoying the new castle color scheme?
The pink the Pepto-Bismol castle is back. So here's the process though, because I actually have gone through and I have made reservations.
Okay.
So here's what you'll need. You'll need a My Disney Experience account. You'll need a theme park ticket or an annual pass that's linked to that My Disney Experience account. And for now, at least for the next couple of days, you'll need a Disney Resort hotel reservation. So step one. Once you log into My Disney Experience, you go to the Disney Park Reservation System page, and it says check availability. First step is just like Fast Passes, you pick your party. Who's going with you to the same park on the same day? So the important thing is just like Fast Pass, they're treating one group as traveling together. If you have a group where part of you want to go to the Magic Kingdom on one day and part of you want to go to Epcot on the same day, that's two separate flows through this process we're about to describe.
I've been hearing from other folks it's also crucial that everyone in your party, at least today or for the next couple of days, has a hotel reservation.
Yes, everyone has to be on the reservation. Everyone has to be if they have the hotel reservation, they also have to have the same kind of theme park ticket, which is annoying if you've got some people with annual passes and some people with regular park passes.
Okay.
Well, again, there are lots of things, Jim, that we're going to learn today. Right?
Fire hot.
Yes, exactly. Step two, once you've selected your group, is to select a date and a park. And when you select a date, it'll helpfully show you which parks are available on that day. So, for example, I picked June 11th, and the Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom were open, and then I picked July 15th, and Epcot and Hollywood Studios were also available. If you select a park, once you select a park, the next step is to select the time of your visit. And this is an unusual page because the only time that's available is park open to park close.
Yeah. What's the point of select a specific window when it's like there's no window?
Exactly. I think this is there in case they need to stagger entrance into the park.
All right.
Yeah. By the way, if a park isn't available for your day, let's say that you don't have a hotel reservation for that day, or the park is full, this is the step where you'll get a message that says there is no Disney. I'm quoting this, by the way, bad grammar and all. There is no more Disney Park Pass available for the selected date and park. Please go back and select a different date, park, or change your party. But once you've selected the time, the only time available, you're on a review and confirm step. It'll tell you you've picked this park for these people on this date and this time. There's a green confirm button. You also have to click that you've read the terms and conditions, including the COVID waiver.
I was about to say.
Of course. So you push the green confirm button, and then you get a confirmation. It says your Disney Park Pass is confirmed. Again, shows you the date and the party, and then instructions on when to arrive. And then it gives you two more options at the bottom of the screen. Make another Park Pass or view in My Plan. So if you want to go back and do another day, that's how you do it.
Disney never officially announced that today was the day. This sort of leaked out.
Oh, they announced the day. They just didn't announce the time.
Okay.
We say this every time something new happens in a Disney theme park, but there's at least one part of the Disney organization for which opening day of something always comes as a complete surprise. Here, it was the IT team. We're launching today? Oh, we're launching today. All right, fair enough. They'll get this ironed out. My guess is it'll take a few days to get it ironed out. So hopefully by the time that people with annual passes can make a reservation, which I believe is coming up on June 24th? 26th, sorry.
26th, and then
so you've got till Friday. So we got an entire work week, Jim, for them. And then June 28th, existing ticket holders. And then after that, at some point later this summer, based on availability, you'll start to be able to buy 2020 tickets. And then Disney Resort hotel arrivals will begin as well. And speaking of that, Jim, last night, Sunday night, Disney announced the opening times for a bunch of hotels.
I'm especially intrigued by the last four, August 24th, Yacht and Beach Club, September 21st.
Because the NBA is using it.
No, that's it exactly. When I was looking at that, it's like, so reading between the lines here, do you think that they'll be, as we get down to the final, so to speak, they'll be consolidating the teams at one resort? And
I think so.
Okay. All right. But anyway, talk about the list, because it is kind of intriguing what opens when.
Okay, so July 10th, Animal Kingdom Villa's Jumbo House opens, Pop Century, and the Contemporary Resort. Then July 29th, Caribbean Beach opens. Then August 12th, it's the Poly and Art of Animation. August 24th, Yacht and Beach. And then we go a whole month until September 21st for the Grand Floridian. And then October 1, Boardwalk. And October 14th, Coronado Springs. So what's not mentioned here, Jim, are the rest of Animal Kingdom Lodge or Wilderness Lodge, the cash rooms, or the All-Star Resorts, or Port Orleans, Riverside, and French Quarter. No word yet on those.
Wow. July 10th, we've got Pop Century opening up. And then we have to wait till August 12th to effectively get the second half of that resort. I mean, I know Art of Animation is, quote unquote, its own hotel, but they share a back of house laundry space with Caribbean Beach. So the fact that we have to wait, over 3 weeks at that point to get Art of Animation open.
So between Port Orleans, the All-Star Resorts, the part of Wilderness Lodge that's cash rooms, and then the part of Jumbo that's cash rooms, we've got 9,900 rooms not available, or roughly, I'm doing the math right now, 35% of Disney's resort capacity not available right at the top.
Okay, so what does that tell us? Because remember, after 9/11... we had whole hotels supposedly go down for quote unquote, renovation. They would pull things out of the inventory to do work, supposedly. But I didn't think this is a demand situation. Do you? Or
I think it is actually a demand situation. I think there's Disney's waiting to see what demand is going to be like. Remember, they canceled a whole bunch of reservations, and people canceled a whole bunch of reservations.
Okay.
As well. So I think this is what's left. So I think they're playing it cautious and saying we're going to keep these resorts closed, and then we'll open them up as needed. So if you think about what they've closed, right, all of All Star, right, geographically that's condensed.
Yeah.
They can just lock it off and be done. Same thing with Port Orleans, right, geographically condensed. Can just lock it off. Wilderness Lodge is a little different in that you've got a bunch of cash rooms in the main building, but you've got most of that is, Copper Creek is the cabins. There are some cash rooms, obviously, in the main building, but it's also got the Boulder Ridge stuff, which is a completely separate building. So they can do some partitioning off of that. So I think it's the best that they can do there.
Okay, no, that makes sense.
Jimmy, as we were speaking, I got a message from Disney saying that my hotel room is ready at Bay Lake Tower.
Oh,
I'm going to go off and do that now, and then we'll report in on that, along with the new Born Stuntacular show at Universal Studios Florida when we record our normal show this coming Thursday.
That sounds great. Just one final little thing before we go, because we were talking about the whole NBA thing and which hotels they were going to be staying with. Yep. Did you see the story over the weekend over at ESPN? Which, again, is, by the way, is owned by Disney. Literally, it was a cover story, Len. Concern throughout the NBA grows as corona cases spike
I did.
in
There's
Florida.
a number of players in each team who are like, no, I don't want to play.
Yeah.
And I think part of that is being driven by the fact that so many baseball players have tested positive.
Yeah. And one little bit of good news, after over the past 11 days, there have been, 7 days of record stuff for corona, new cases. And today, finally, Florida flattened a little bit.
Yeah.
I guess on Sunday, what was it? 3,494 cases, which was a step down from the 4,449 cases that were reported on Saturday.
Yeah.
But here's an actual arm of Disney, and let's face it, Disney is really counting on this NBA thing. And it's like, they're not really excited about this. So that sort of filters into the thing I keep trying to remind people about. They look at Disney. In fact, the gentleman who do Marvelous Disney with Aaron Adams, he keeps talking about how Disney is this giant mega corporation, and evil. And the reality is it's like 30 to 35 little companies that all have their own agendas. And it's, for me, it's kind of refreshing that here's ESPN sort of raising a red flag at the same time that Parks and Resorts are so desperate to get this NBA thing to happen.
Yeah.
So, just nice to have an independent voice in there. So
it's good that ESPN is the editorial part of ESPN is not affected by their corporate ownership. That's good.
No, I agree. But anyway, you have a hotel to get to. So, I'm good. I can't wait to hear what this is like. So,
again, I'm waiting to see to whom at Bay Lake Tower, the opening of Bay Lake Tower came as a surprise today. So we'll report on that on Thursday, along with a bunch of other new stuff.
Can't wait.
All right, folks, that's going to do it for a quick update today. Please head on over to disneydish.bandcamp.com. You can find more of Jim at jimhillmedia.com and more of me, Len at touringplans.com. We're produced fabulously by Aaron Adams. Aaron, thank you for getting this out quickly. Folks, we'll see you on the next show.